across from you, that's not saying I want to beat you. It's not about making a big performance and winning and hitting that pay window and winning a big match and maybe thinking about a title. I want all of your blood, Rob Webb.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, what's crazy about it is hungry means two things with Ravenna. Obviously hungry for competition. We've seen that since she really made a huge splash here in 2025 in TWE, starting on Crash Course, quickly coming up on the Saturday night shows with a lot of big wins as well. But she's also hungry for that blood, that pound of flesh from MKZ. But MKZ throwing some bombs down on Ravenna.
Says, bring it back in, Ravenna does. Drop kick, just enough of it. Vane to the outside. MKZ lets this kind of play out for a second. Not long, though.
Yeah, MKZ's going to have to keep the gas pedal down for this one the entire day. And you see, look at the way she just drags Ravenna down to the concrete and just keeps throwing these heavy shots. It looks like going to be a big part of the game plan for her tonight, Mose.
Into the side of the ring there. Now face first to the apron. Ravenna has a chair, and now what? And again, we're very close here, maybe a DQ. Shot to the body goes MKZ, and now into the wall. Let's give a quick shout out to SPO for the working man. We in here, and MKZ looking to come back from technically the win over Ravenna. It was a DQ win. Ravenna would not let go of that bite, would not break, just as personal again as it can get. It's a high boot out of MKZ, who now goes up to the second rope and gets caught.
Oh my God.
Head bouncing off that top turnbuckle.
That was a nasty angle on the way down, as now Ravenna giving MKZ a little taste of her own medicine.
Yeah.
We've seen this from MKZ all match long, and now Ravenna giving it back in kind.
Well, it's something with Ravenna. If you do your homework, you know just how grimy she can be, taking the bites out, taking the wanting her blood out of it. Just as a talent, Ravenna is as locked in as it gets. Of course, been around professional wrestling and part of it for years now. But this is that opportunity to really show the skill, the talent, and is really made a splash in a lot of ways. Not all the great, as you have seen, as of course our Crash Course commissioner, as TW matchmaker CJ Lawler has had to see with Ravenna at times. But as you see here in our main event, both these talents shown that not only do they have the feeling of this crowd, but shown that, listen, if you're talking about just tough talents in this locker room, these two names have got to be the top of that list, though. A couple more shots like that, eating that top turnbuckle has got to, oh God.
You see, she looked like she's going right after that throat, trying to soften her up, thinking about going for that bite again. A bad place to be for MKZ.
These are grueling seconds. Ravenna going kind of last-ditch effort there to kind of hook that leg, but lost track of that far shoulder. It's a game of inches. This is your main event. August 23rd, 12 years strong. Keep up with us on social media at TWE. And announcing matches. That is a loaded down card. No hyperbole, the biggest TWE to date. And which of these talents, you got to think again, that TWE Brain Trust watching right now for dangerous game there by Ravenna.
Right now, I think a lot of what we're seeing, we've seen MKZ grow so much as a competitor. Only been doing this for a couple of years. We've seen a lot of that happen right here at TWE. But you mentioned a little bit of experience for Vane, who hooks that outside leg for the cover. A little bit of an experience advantage, even not so much in the ring, has been around the ring for a long time. Broke in with a very tough crowd down there in Atlanta, so she definitely knows how to eat some heavy shots, that is for sure. And she's using that little bit of experience that she has right now to really just rub Mackenzie's face in it.
Been a sponge, been around a lot of great talent, learned a lot, and has used that in every way, but eats a spear. That dog and MKZ showing once again both competitors down, and the count early at 2. But we are late in this fight. As again, you've heard me say it all summer if you've been keeping up with us. It is a hot one here in Red Bank, and we are not underneath those lights. MKZ to the outside, and Ravenna still collecting on the inside, Rob. I don't think she's all the way back.
No, and right now, MKZ, she's getting a hold of that chair.
Now, I know this is very bad blood, no pun intended. I know this is, I mean, a powder keg, but this is traditional rules. Of course, we've talked about referee discretion, but no, not going to fly.
Could have been one of those situations where she technically won her match against Ravenna but didn't feel like the winner afterwards dealing with that bite. Might have been the same kind of situation here. Ravenna wouldn't have felt like much of a winner if that DQ would have come from that chair going across the dome.
Morgan bouncing back and sends Ravenna once again into the corner. MKZ.
This is what MKZ needs to do. She needs to show. You talked about that dog in MKZ. That dog needs to come out and that dog needs to bite.
Oh, huge whiff. Ravenna. Great angle there by Vane, but not enough. Looking to take MKZ's head off. Crossbody there from Morgan. That took a lot out of her as well. Feels like the next big swing could be the one.
You can see a rabid look in MKZ's eyes
this is
right
different.
now.
We've seen Mackenzie a lot the last year or two here at TWE, and this is a different Mackenzie looking to put Ravenna completely in the rear view and get all eyes on 12 years strong.
Took a little bit too much time perching up on that top rope.
Morgan is so close to, okay. I mean, that's still not great, but.
That was terrifying to see whatever the hell Ravenna could have done from that position, but right now, I don't know what the hell Ravenna's got in mind, but I'm sure MKZ's trying to do everything in her power to make sure it doesn't happen.
Again, those shots to the back, very precise by Vane. Distance there, MKZ desperation, needing something right now. The gear's taking just a little too long, got caught and crashes just to the apron. That could have been a lot worse, but Morgan, maybe some knee to that, injury maybe to that knee or the foot there. Oh, Ravenna.
She's going for that DDT in the ropes.
Through, no, just a two. Vane looking to end it for Mackenzie, but MKZ. Oh, you got to give it to Ravenna there. We've seen her get frustrated at times and maybe lose the moment. Not now.
She was starting to show it a little bit, too. You heard that visceral scream come out of her, but eats a stunner from MKZ. Took a little too much time.
Two. Just a two.
And that's one of those things. We don't know how bad that stunner hurt Ravenna because I don't know if Ravenna realizes how close she was to the ropes.
And that was a nasty fall on that. It was a flash. You see Ravenna maybe now looking to go to that neck. No matter what, you do not want her latching on. And Mackenzie! MKZ had enough. I don't know if she saw red and just.
Your winner of the match by disqualification, Ravenna Vane.
MKZ grabs that chair and takes Ravenna to town. But that is a DQ and a win for the Vampire Baddie.
This is one of those situations where I feel like getting out alive was more important than getting out with the win. And now you can hear, speaking of bloodthirsty, this bloodthirsty crowd says we want one more.
I think you really tapped into something with how Mackenzie felt, with how things ended last. Now Vane saying bring it. Ravenna Vane.
You got to confront your fears head on, MKZ.
Drops the chair. And demands a microphone from Scott Hensley.